Hello everybody and welcome back to Calmsden Farm. Here I am at the cow barn. I don't know if you like it, but that third person view is really great. I do have the easy developer controls added to the game, which is easy. It's even better than the power tools. Power tools are great, don't get me wrong, but this is something else. It helps debugging things, even though I haven't had to debug anything right now. I did in FS19, but not in FS22. But it also helps testing stuff, so if you're looking to a mod, like, you can do all of these things. It's great when you're into the vehicles, you can just add things if you want to try. Yes, it's great. let's just say it like that. It's great. You can deliver things to the fields. It's right there. You can put the coordinates on the map, but also the field number. Change your FOV angle. As you know, I use power tools to change the FOVs, display the HUD and stuff like that. But this one is just a bit more complete. So that's what I'm gonna use right now, because I like it, and it's what I used to get in FS19, and I was really happy about it. So there it is. I'm at the Koban, as I said, because we need to do a few things. But first, let me show you something. I told you at the end of the previous episode, if you paid attention, and if you look till the end, I do have precision farming enabled. Now, there's one thing with this. I do need to actually buy a few things, I guess, because yeah, it's not the best. Let's face it, the farm doesn't have a good score. So one of the first things we will have to do is actually get the samples for, well, the soil information for all of these fields, because we need to know the soil type to have the pH for the future, the nitrogen, and all the things required to get the best number possible for our environmental score. There we go. That was quite complicated. The only downside to this is the price. So it will cost us quite a bit to get a sample for all the fields, but we will have to. And there's a few things that goes along with that. As you probably remember, our previous field were plowed and everything, and right now the state is very bad. That needs plowing, of course, because why not? It's not much, but it will be at least for 3 and 6, because that's what we are going to do right now, well, just after this. And we will have to buy a few things to get ahead, and actually, there we go. We should have a bit of a better score, yeah. So we need to, as I said, get ahead and, well, start working on the field, but I will have to plow the fields, and that will reduce our score, which is a bit annoying. But one good thing is, our theater, as you can see, no previous cultivating or plowing necessary, which is really good. I will leave plowing on, because it's required at some point, which is not that bad. We'll just get a slightly worse score than it should for every now and then when the field actually needs to be plowed, which is, as I said, not too bad. I will also need to, well, get some kind of grain fertilizer, like manure slurry or digestate, to put on the fields before we do anything with them, but not this year. We've got nothing, but we can get ready for that and get prepared for next year. At least that's the goal. So first things first. As you know, this produce slurry. We already have everything we need, but we also need to produce manure. That's where this comes in handy. And if I'm not mistaken, there's a filling point somewhere. So what I'm gonna do is actually get that in a way I can retrieve everything from it quite easily. And I wonder where the best place for this is. Alright, here's the plan. I reactivated the marker just to see where the filling point is. We might do it by hand with the JCB, but for now, we'll do it like that. And hopefully this works. I haven't tried it. If it doesn't work, we'll sell it and we'll just do without the manure, which would be a shame. Oh, I need to do something about the terrain as well. Yes, hopefully this will work. But now the next step is to actually get the straw into the coal barn, because we don't have straw. No bedding for the cows right now. So we will have to buy something. If we go into the animals and we go all the way to the end, we've got these two things. And I think this one is cheaper, require more power, but at the same time, it does look better. So I just think this one is the one to go. So we'll need to buy that. There we go. So we have this. I'm gonna retrieve that from the shop and we'll get our first 2 bales to, spread and put as bedding to start producing manure. There we go, almost there. Taking 1 bale at a time. There we go, first one. Should work. Did. Perfect. I'm not the best with these telehandler. As I said in the previous episode, I think this is my first time using them. And I do love it. I'm not gonna lie. It's so much better than just having the tractor, but the only downside is I'm not really used to use it, basically. And just goes to show, I'm just dropping things up. I'm really bad. I will get better. Practice makes perfect, I would say. So, yeah. Gonna do it. There you go. The second blade is in. I can probably put the beacon off. Lowering that down. Stop the engine. And we'll see if we can actually shred the bear from this side. Probably need to unfold this, I guess. So it seems to be working. There we go. Apparently you need to go inside, which is okay. It's weird the way it works, but it seems to be working. Yeah, I should probably turn the tractor the other way though. But I guess it's fine. It should work, hopefully. So if we take a look, saving of course, at this, and yep, it's putting straw in, so it's all good. And next time I will enter the other way around, because that's not good. In fact, I could probably reverse somehow. We're trying to crash into the cows, which probably won't work. It's putting it in. Oh, and we have the next bale ready. Or I think the best way to do it is actually from the outside. It looks, I think, more natural and better to do it like that. So that's really good. I'm quite happy about that. I'm gonna leave that running for now. It won't take long to do the second bale, and we'll see. Yeah, of course, that's empty. Of course. That's the other thing that is producing things for the cows. And as you can see, I gather the bales from well, the first one I made probably, I don't really remember, but that was just laying around in a shed back at the main yard. So it's right there. We are lacking silage, which is a bit of an issue. So we need to do something about that, but that will be a bit later on. And if we look at this, oh yes, we have 8,000 liters. I actually put some A inside the cow barn because I wanted them to have enough food to produce milk and things like that. And waiting for this to actually produce silage, but it's producing, it's good. It's almost ready now, I think, to get fed to the cows. And this has done its job. Alright. Let's stop the engine for now. I will get that back out of that and close the gate, because we don't want the cows to escape. But they do have 22,000 liters of throw, which is really good. And they already have produced 134 liters of milk and 1,250 of slurry. That's perfect. Now that we have everything we need for the cows and produce everything, we need to get ahead and get ready for the next thing, which is mulching the fields. And we've got these two, which are the best ones. This one is 6 meter, this one almost 6, but this one does run faster and it's a bit cheaper. So I'm gonna go with this, because why not? I guess we just get it as default. Yeah, we don't really have the choice, so that's gonna be the one we're going for. So that's the mulcher for the fields, which is really good. That's the first thing. We will need this John Deere sprayer, which comes with the Precision Farming DLC. And we will also need, well, I guess the narrow tires, because it will go into the crops, which makes sense. And I wonder, what do we have? Well, we're gonna stay with the standard ones. And we need the see and spray modification, which costs quite a bit. But if you read this, this will also make us spray only where the weeds are, because the weeds won't be everywhere with precision farming. It will just be some small batches somewhere around the fields. So we need that to don't spray too much. We may use 90% less herbicide, which is really good. So it's a bit of an investment, but it will be good for the future. It's better. So we'll get that, I guess. And there's one more thing we need. For the future, we don't really need it right now, but I wanted to get it. That way it's out of the way and we won't need to buy it again. This is more to have some kind of information on the fields when you put fertilizer, solid fertilizer. I'm just gonna get that as well. I'm not sure it is mandatory, but from the tutorials I looked, it's highly recommended. So I'm just gonna get it with a front weight, because we'll have the sprayer at the back, so it's always good to have a front weight. And it's only 1,000 more. And that leaves us with 341,000, which is not bad. Alright, I'm at the shop retrieving the mulcher, but there's one thing I want to do before I launch the first time-lapse. It is to actually buy a new field, because it's about time we get this field number 10 and yield potential. 104%. I guess it's good. I will buy this one because we need it for the grass. It will be easier to work than field number 4. I will still work in field number 4, but we do have things in 15 and we will probably have something soon in number 31. We'll see. Hopefully in the near future, but we'll see what we have to buy first. And there's one thing I need to do then, is to actually get the sample. There we go. So every single fields are at 57, which is good, and I guess this is ready to harvest. It would make sense. Yep, it is. So there you go. It's now time to start a time lapse. I will mulch field number 6, I think it is. the one for the comps later on, and I will probably send out a worker to do the fields in front of the main yard, and I will do the grass work myself in the new field. So let's go! And this is the last piece. And yes, I did cut out the time-lapse because the visibility was just horrendous. Couldn't see anything. I even had some difficulties myself to, well, do the fields. It was tough, really. But it's all done, which is really a good thing. We are now heading back to the other build with this mulcher. But I'm gonna send it out on a worker because we're already done this one. And I don't want to bother you with too many things on the same episodes that are the same. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I actually took 2 contracts in the previous game day, just before I went to sleep. And these contracts are baling. And as you can see, rapid to make silage bales. The reason for it is, first, we'll get the money from the contract, and we do need a bit more money to buy something for the future. And we also need the silage bales, because we should have a bit of extra, at least 1, maybe 2 silage bales per contract. And that will help us to feed our cows, which would be really good. I would really appreciate to get some from the contract, so that's the money and then the food, basically. We will also need to do our own silage bales in the new fields, and we might do all of that in the same time lapse, so doing the 2 contracts and the new fields at the same time. That's gonna be interesting. I'll probably cut out some bits and pieces, But in the end, we'll do the 3 fields at the same time. Well, at least I will, and you will see most of it, which is gonna be interesting. And as you can see, I'm taking the subsoiler, which acts as a plow. Great mod, but that's something we'll probably not use that much. Now that we have precision farming. But as I said, I do still play with plowing required at some point, and the fields really need that to get the bonus for the yield. We should be alright when it comes to, if you can, yeah, there we go, that's merged. When it goes to precision farming, well, hopefully at least we'll get a bit. We'll see when we get to the harvest, but I will do my best to get everything done properly. The only field we're not gonna plow is the far one, the field number 2, I think. The one that is close to the shops, because, well, this one is already cultivated, so I don't want to interfere with that. We'll plow it next year. Probably same thing as the grass field we will harvest today. Okay, there we go. Ready to send the worker, and hopefully, he will go on the correct side. That means going that way. We need to pick up the rocks. Yep, here they are. So that's perfect. And probably on the next episode, because that's already a lot of things right now going on, we'll put lime on the far side field, which is something that is required as well. But for now, I'm just gonna take the fan tractor and put everything properly together, because it's, yeah, I left that. I'm sorry. I got carried away and I completely forgot I had this there. So we'll put that on the cover, and then we'll send the merger with the fan. And myself, I'm gonna go harvest the grass. So let's start with the time lapse, cutting out some grass, making some silage bales.
I saw you dancing like heavy smoke. Have you fixed that treasured heart that's so broke? Here is a tape, follow me, give this a meaning. Do you wanna feel the rush when somebody is listening? Heaven is getting closer. alone inside these empty, broken walls. And I can't see it clearly, but it's obvious. I know that you left me alone inside this empty, broken hall. And now you'll be the reason why my soul is tainted. Somebody help me, 'cause I'm feeling trapped and I don't know what to do. There's no one to save me from this hurt I feel deep within my bones. Did you ever think of me and see the things I did? Sold my soul and everything, I was to the lowest bid. Crawled into your poison dome, yet every single time you got into my mind, you got into my mind. But all I ever wanted was you. But you left me alone inside these empty, broken walls. And I can't see it clearly, but it's obvious. I know that you left me alone inside this empty, broken hall. And now you'll be the reason why my soul is tainted. So how can I fix this? 'Cause I need to stop the aching in my head. My heart is breaking. Yeah, I'm tired of being stuck in the past. Did you ever think of me and see the things I did? Sold my soul and everything, I was to the lowest bid. Crawled into your poison dome, yet every single time you got into my mind, you got into my mind. But all I ever wanted was you. But you left me alone inside these empty, broken walls. And I can't see it clearly, but it's obvious. I know that you left me alone inside this empty, broken hall. And now you'll be the reason why my soul is tainted. The reason why my soul is tainted. You're the reason why my soul is tainted. You're the reason why my soul is tainted.
Ooh, hello. Oh, yeah, that was a long night. I did finish the job that the worker has not done with mulching and plowing the field. So everything is done, and this is ready now to go to field number 2. Well, except that I don't have lime into it, which is not a big deal. I'm gonna buy 4,000 liters. But yes, we need to get the pH value up on off field number 2, because I want to actually seed it with weed right now. Well, probably not in this episode, but in the next one, but in this in-game day. It is in fact the last day. If I just look at, yeah, this is the last day. So we'll have one wheat field, which is field number 2. Then we'll have the corn, because we need to do the maize silage. That will be for April. It's not really a big deal. It's gonna be field number 6 next to the coal barn, as I did in the previous year. And the last one will be the new crop added to Calmsden Farm, which is the linseed. It's gonna be interesting. It's a new crop, basically, so we'll see how it goes. But right now, I just need to go to the shop and, as I said, buy the 4,000 liters of lime. And I will actually buy them, gather them, and then I will meet you back at the field, because it's gonna be faster for you. Oh, that's 8,000 liters. That's too much. Well, yeah, the red. Anyway, let's go. And here we are, and I think the gate is closed. Yeah, the gate is in fact closed. Let's open it up, and if we get closer, yeah, there we go. pH value missing 0.5. So we are not that bad, but that will need a bit of lime spreading, and apparently, I've not tried yet, but looks like the application rates in precision farming is way lower than it is on the base game, which is really good. That way we won't have to spread as much lime as we did in the base game. So I watched Farmer Scope's tutorial, so hopefully I'm not saying anything wrong. But there it is. It is set on automatic spreading. That way I don't have to bother trying to increase or decrease the value. And it's still spreading a lot. Probably the width is not helping either. As you can see, it needed quite a lot of lime as well. So I think it's even spreading more than what we did the first time we did it. But it does need a lot. So I'm not sure I will keep this spreader to spread lime because, yeah, that's 4,000 liters almost done. And we have not done a row. So that's a bit annoying. Let me check something. So yeah, there we go. Once again, a mod on mod, obviously. And I'm gonna try this thing because you can have both. I'm gonna lease it, but it's 42 meters, way more capacity. So yes, I'm just gonna lease it for now. And if it works great, we might even buy it. But as of now, I'm gonna leave that there. I will retrieve that back. I should probably also get a few more bags because we'll need quite a lot, I guess. Lime, I guess probably 8. That's 60,000, yes. Let's do that. And we should be able to fill the other spreader. Alright, hopefully it will stand a bit longer. I'm not sure though, but hopefully it will. Let's go. And it looks like the application rate is a bit lower as well. Interesting. Maybe the other thing is not really made to do that. So we'll see. I might buy this thing and see how it goes, but apparently it's doing its job, which is really good. And you can see on the minimap, it's where you've been. It's actually really great, and I know I do have friends that will probably like it quite a lot. It's really interesting, and it's really not using that much. So I do think the other spreader will go from the farm. Well, I might keep it as I do have it. It's not gonna bring us a lot of money. And we might keep it to fertilize. We'll see if we have the same issue with fertilizing. Maybe it's not compatible with the precision farming mod. Well, DLC, not a mod. Precision farming is not a mod, it's just DLC. But yeah, maybe it's some kind of issue with that. Could be as well, because this one hasn't been through the lime as fast as the other one did. So it's probably a good thing I tried this, because at that rate it's really interesting, and we will probably put lime on every application to try to boost our environmental score. Jeez, that word is so hard for me. I can say it very easy in French, but that's probably why it's so difficult, because they are pretty much the same, but a bit different. Okay. Almost done all of the headlands, and with this 42 meter width, it's actually spreading a lot. It's very interesting. You get the field done very quickly, which is really good. Oh, also, I forgot to mention, I sent the worker on field number 6 collecting the rocks, so we will produce the lime ourselves as well. But as of now, as you know, the production was empty on the previous save game, so there's no really need, and I shouldn't replace it. Well, I did place it on the map, but there's no lime inside, that's what I mean. We just have to buy ourselves the lime for now. But for next year, hopefully we'll have enough with the production because it's going through way slower, which is really interesting. And I do like this. It's really looking good. Alright, well, I'm gonna continue this, probably off camera, in between episodes, because, well, that's all I've got time for this one. I hope that you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye!